Our garden actually has had a long history beginning back in the early 1980s when a group of dedicated garden supporters and garden club members here in Omaha said Omaha should have a botanical garden. Really inspired by the opening of a botanical center in Des Moines in 1980. This group then really worked to find a piece of property, to find the support in the community, but we sort of chuckle it was truly a grassroots effort to build a botanical garden here in our community. And now we have grown to be one of the 60 largest botanical gardens in the country in a very short time, and we're quite proud of that and quite proud of the community for allowing us to do that. Our visitors can expect to see a garden that tries to reflect a sense of regionalism, the beauty, the subtle beauty of the Great Plains and the Midwest. As the guest comes through, you can see all sorts of plants and gardens that are appropriate for our area. We think that people can come and get ideas for their gardens, can learn about new and different plants that they might use in their own home landscapes. And whether they be interested in more traditional garden plants like roses, and to see our huge rose garden, they can certainly see that, but they can also see the Arboretum, where we have trees that are native to Iowa, Nebraska, and displayed in a way that might be a little bit less traditional. So I think the garden the visitors can see very different kinds of things here, but we hope that they can come and see the beauty of what the Great Plains has to offer. You know, one of our main goals here is to really develop a very strong sense of place. And one of the biggest compliments that we receive is when the visitors leave and they tell us that they really feel like they've experienced a garden in the Great Plains or the Midwest. And our garden looks different than any other botanical garden that you'd see nationwide, because we do take advantage of the unique beauty, the regionalism here, and try to develop a very strong sense of place. Well, traditionally, botanical gardens have really served three major functions, and that is the display of plants, the study and research about plants, and education about plants. And botanical gardens nationwide have a different mix of those three components in their mission. Now, in the past 25 to 30 years, there have been two additional sort of components to these missions, and that is a conservation mission and conserving unique and important plants, and also the mission of providing a very special, we use the word here sanctuary, but helping our visitor develop a connection with nature. So those are the things that we do, and we find that our guests, that we actually have guests from all 50 states and over 30 countries, they come and they see our garden, and they'll see other gardens around the nation too, and understand the uniqueness of each particular garden. And when you go to one place, our goal here is to educate our guests about how we can be better stewards of the land, take care of our environment, our little part of the environment here in Nebraska and Iowa, particularly through the use maybe of native plants, of prairie plants. If you visit Lauritzen Gardens, you'll see a lot of native prairie plants used in our parking garden, for instance, or the hillside that we see behind me here. We've actually reintroduced the native prairie plants and the prairie forbs that just provide a beautiful wildflower meadow, you might say, of native plants. So we hope that the visitor, when they come here, will see the things that we can do in our own home landscapes to be better stewards of our environment.